welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on the EM1 and I'm so stoked to continue this project. It's been a long couple of months in the fabrication process and now she's going to paint. So today I'm going to be getting the car ready to go to my painter Brian. The car will be there for probably a month. I'm hoping no longer. He will be painting the whole entire car over. As you guys can see, there's some damage on the trunk from the OEM wing, so I'll probably be covering up these holes and repainting literally the whole entire car. I did mention to him that I really just wanted to paint match the front because I really just want this process to be as fast as possible. But he's like, no, I want to go ahead and do the whole car over for you because we've actually paint matched a couple of things before where he had to like make it blend into the quarter panel and things like that. So he just wants to start fresh, do the whole car. He's going to be doing the inside as well, painting the cage, which I still haven't decided on the color, but he's going to do that and repaint the floor. There's some areas that were welded and kind of damaged the paint on the floor, which is fine, but there's still tons of work to do. I need to drop the OEM fuel tank since I will no longer be using that. Get rid of all of that stuff. I'm going to have a whole nother fuel pump and everything will be relocated to the front of the car. But today what I'm going to be doing is taking apart as much stuff as I can. I'm going to start by removing all of the piping, removing the turbo, removing the manifold, literally moving as much stuff as I can so we can get this engine out of the car. Once the engine is out, I can send the car to paint, we can get the motor built, we can get the trans built. Then when the car gets back, we'll put everything together. I already have some awesome goodies that are coming from FCS Race. I have the fuel cell that I'm going to be putting over here in the front corner. So there's actually some more stuff that's going to have to be welded, as I'm going to have like a bar that goes around the fuel cell to protect it. So that's gonna have to be done as well. And I'm also going with the FCS rear trailing arms to save some weight. So that's gonna be so awesome. Can't wait to do an install video on that. But today, again, I'm just trying to get as much stuff out of the engine bay as I can, as Brian's gonna be touching it up as well. Probably shaving a few holes that are no longer needed in here. Like the brake lines are gonna be completely relocated. No longer can run them here. Thinking about moving it over there, probably away from the exhaust system. I'm gonna go ahead and start removing all the piping and stuff like that, and we'll just work our way down. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, obviously I'm going to remove the bumper. I love how we made this super easy with the quick latches. You literally just push these two and that comes out. And then I just have two bolts that will go up here that connect to the grill, but I don't have them in at the moment. So all I have to do is come to this side, press those two, and the bumper will come right off. Now that the bumper's off, you guys can more or less get an idea of everything that has to come out.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so I thought I was recording, but unfortunately I wasn't. What I did was remove the driver's side fender. It is fiberglass, so I don't want to lean on it while I'm trying to take everything off. First thing I did was remove the piping from the turbo to the intercooler. Makes it so easy with the vibrant clamps. I'll show you guys just how easy it is on this side, even though this side is going to be a little bit trickier, as you guys can see how tighter this is. The vibrant HD clamps are amazing. They're worth every single penny. It's so easy. You literally just grab that pin and you pull it out and the clamp will come. There's the pin, and then you should be able to just open this clamp. Here we go. This is amazing. Toolless. If you're at the track and need to take everything apart really quick, super simple. Just pull that pin and you can take off all your piping within a matter of seconds. Spend the extra money, get these clamps. I absolutely love them and I promise that you will as well. I'm going to go ahead and remove the throttle body to intercooler, and then I'll take the Gato manifold off, and I'm actually going to leave the exhaust side for last. Now I have all of the piping off, from the turbo to the intercooler, from the throttle body to the intercooler. Next thing I'm going to remove is this beautiful billet Gato manifold. This should be very simple, just like 4 bolts holding it on at the moment. So we'll get that off, and then we'll start with the turbo, remove the manifold, remove the hot side, and we should be ready to drop the motor. So I'm removing the Gato intake manifold right now, and I want to mention, I don't know if you guys remember me installing these TSM Race titanium studs. They're freaking amazing. I already cracked it loose, and this is just gonna be so simple to come off. You can just turn it, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna crack this one loose. Alright, so the manifold is off. Next I'm gonna move on to the turbo side. I'm gonna show you guys just why I left this for last. This is always gonna be a pain until I get used to removing it. I got these two upper bolts loose, but the bottom two are gonna be such a pain. As you guys can see that clearance, there's hardly any kind of clearance to get into there, and this one is just worse. So I gotta get these two bottom bolts out. I already broke the top loose. And then I gotta take the exhaust clamps off, and then the hot side should be good to go. Removing the Sidewinder manifold should be fairly easy. Not too worried about that, but let's get these bolts out, and then this will pretty much be set. Then I can go ahead and start by raising the car up, removing the axles and all of that stuff, and we're pretty much almost done. This is why I love working on a simple car. The Evo has so much components. I have AC, I have power steering, I have this, I have that. This car is so simple, it's so straightforward, and maybe I just say that because I know this car way better than I do the Evo platform, but this whole thing has been a breeze so far. Let's continue by removing this side off, and then we'll raise the car and go ahead and start pulling the axles.
2 hours later.
Alright, so I'm still having trouble trying to get that bottom bolt off of the turbo. So this sucks, but what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and just take off the exhaust, and then I'm gonna remove the whole entire manifold with the turbo on it. It will be so much easier to remove the turbo once the whole entire Sidewinder manifold is off. So instead of making my life harder trying to get that off, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the hot side off, which I've already started right here. I'm literally in the engine bay right now. This is another reason why I love this car. There's just so much room, so much space. Makes it so much easier. They're freaking beautiful. I love the teardrop. They look so good. So everything is out of the car right now. Raised it up, and now I'm going to remove the wheels so we can go ahead and start getting the axles and things out. But pretty much set. Got the harness and stuff right here. This is one thing that I love about the harness. It's super easy to remove. Everything's labeled really nice. Shout out to Wireworks for that. It's really dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these wheels, get the axles out, and we'll be one step closer to getting the motor out. Got the car up in the air. I've got my wonderful part-time mechanic here helping me out after I did majority of the hard work. Right now I just took the axle nut out, so we're gonna go ahead and take the entire assembly apart so I can remove the axles, and then that should be it. Should be able to take out the motor mounts and drop the engine from below, and then the engine will be going off to JBR, hoping I can pick up the Evo's engine and drop this one off and give him some time to build that one while the car's at paint. Both axles are officially out. Car is rollable. I can put the wheels back on, and now this is super simple now to drop the motor. Just gotta loosen the bolts on the motor mount, and then we'll put the car all the way on the floor, loosen the bolts on the motor mount, and then put the lift all the way up so the motor can pretty much just sit on the ground. And that's it. Nothing like this car at all. This car is the Red Devil. That's the new name for this car. So right now both axles are already out. We're gonna go ahead and remove the motor mount that's in the back. And then tomorrow I'm gonna make a trip to Harbor Freight because we literally have nowhere to put the engine. We need some type of height. It's already 10 o'clock here. I've been here since 4, so I'm gonna wrap it up. And then it'll be simple. I'll go buy the dollies, and then we'll lower the car, take out the 2 motor mounts. Now that I got the 2 bottom bolts out, the last one to do is this one right here, and then this motor mount should be completely out. And then we're gonna call it a night. So let me go ahead and get that out. That's it. This motor mount is completely off now. Y'all can see. All that's left is to do these 2, one on each side, and the engine should literally come right out. Very simple. Honestly, if I would have had some help earlier, I could have had all of this done within an hour. But it was fun. I honestly had a good time doing it. Took my time. There was really no rush. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'll make a whole new video going to Harbor Freight, picking up the dollies, and then just recording the whole entire engine removal process. There's still a few things that I have to remove as well. Catch can has to come out, CSF radiator, intercooler, a lot of little things have to come out, so I'll add that in the next video. I'm gonna end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed. You finally get to see me doing some wrenching because it's been a while. Honestly missed it. All right guys, so that's a wrap. That was so much fun though. I was here since about 4 o'clock doing all of this. It's actually really fun. I love working on the EM1. It's so simple compared to the Evo. The Evo is always a challenge. It always has something that goes wrong, which is why I call that car the Red Devil. But that's pretty much it. All I have to do now is go to Harbor Freight, buy a dolly, so when we drop the motor, I'll have it on something. And then that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'll make a whole nother video recording the engine removal, which is gonna be so simple. Literally just gonna be 2 motor mounts and it should come right out. And then I have a few things I gotta get out, like that catch can. I still have to take the intercooler out, the radiator, tons of like little things. So I'll make that into a whole nother video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, be sure to do so and hit the bell button so you get notified every single time that I upload. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next video.